COVID-19 has spared no one in its devastation of the economy. Certain businesses halted and have filed for bankruptcy, including a clothing store owned by Mr. Philip whose revenue plummeted by 90%. For this reason, he fell into financial difficulty and had massive debts with heavy mortgage repayments after borrowing money from Mr. Shark, an illegal money lender who often subject borrowers to threats, violence and intimidation, and prey on people in difficult circumstances, better known as a loan shark. Mr. Shark is an old, unattractive man who has a strong desire to marry Mr. Philip's daughter even before the pandemic. One morning, he came up with a plan and decided to offer Mr. Philip a deal. He would wipe out his debt completely, but on one condition: Mr. Philip has to marry his daughter off to Mr. Shark. Upon hearing the proposal, Mr. Philip has refused to concede. However, because his debt was so extreme, has no alternative option, and no one knows when will the pandemic end, with a heavy heart, he asked his daughter take part in the conversation. As soon as the daughter came out, Mr. Shark smiled and said that he would put 2 small stones into a pouch, one of which was white, and the other black. The daughter would then need to reach into the pouch and blindly choose a stone. If she picked out the black stone, Mr. Philip's debt would be cleared and the daughter has to marry him. However, if she picked out the white stone, the debt would be cleared and the daughter would not have to marry him. While standing in the stone-filled path, Mr. Shark reached down and chose 2 small stones, not realizing that Mr. Philip's daughter was watching him. She noticed that he picked up 2 black stones and put them inside the pouch. When the time came for the daughter to pick a stone out, she felt she had 3 choices. 1. She can refuse to do it. 2. She can take out both stones and expose the cheating. 3. She can pick a stone, knowing it would be black, and sacrifice herself to get her father out of debt. She picked a stone from the pouch, and, accidentally, dropped it into the myriad of stones where they were all standing. Then she looked at Mr. Shark and said, "I am sorry, I'm so clumsy." "Oh well. Just look in the bag to see what color stone is in there so you will know what I picked out." Of course, the remaining stone was black. Since Mr. Shark doesn't want his deception to be exposed, he played along, acting as if the stone that Mr. Philip's daughter dropped has to have been white. In the end, Mr. Shark wiped out Mr. Philip's debt and left. At the moment to make ends meet, Mr. Philip and his daughter switched from a physical clothing store to an online clothing shop. Sometimes, it's always possible to conquer a difficult situation when you explore ideas that are creative and unusual. Don't be scared. So, what if it's not a perfect idea? At least you tried, at least you are doing something, and at least you are learning. If you're having fun and enjoying the process, that's what truly matters, right? In order to overcome difficult challenges, you have to think in ways that you've never thought before. Bear in mind that your creativity doesn't have to be perfect to have an impact.